Okay, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay, so right now you can't see it, but I am moving pictures from my phone to my computer. 19 until the 12th. Why? Well, because yo, okay, nice. This seems to be working also. I have now chat. I have it on my phone. You can't see it, but because I don't have the TV on. I have it on, but just so it throws some white light at me so that I'm more or less visible. Because if I turn it off, it's so yeah. And yeah, today is like Easter vacation. Yesterday I didn't have class either. Yesterday was Easter Friday, I guess. Today is Easter Saturday, tomorrow is Easter Sunday. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but yeah. Essentially until Monday included, I don't have class. So yeah, that's why I'm streaming on Saturday today. I also didn't do anything with the people in my class. So yeah, in the morning I went to Kaufland. I bought, what did I buy? I spent 75 euros, but I don't remember. I don't exactly remember in what. Oh, one of the things. Okay, and then aside from that, I spent another 15 euros in some ear cleaner. It didn't work. I thought it would clear a blockage that I had, and no, it didn't clean it. So yeah, so now I'm still, I don't know, with the ear blocked. I've had this ear blocked since a while ago, but yeah. Okay, seems to be working. And yeah, today I wanted to, for my video series that I have for this month of April, I wanted to edit. No, I'm not sure if edit, but at least like look at the footage of, and like in my mind sort what can I do with each thing on videos on videos that I made. Not exactly sure when. Yeah, for that I thought maybe I could do something like show the laptop. But... Oh, this video I made it yesterday. Kreuzstraße.
Justo para el vídeo. Ya no puedo mirar, a ver si levanto nada, a ver.
I recorded this yesterday, today I recorded this one. Hello, I think I'm recording using this. Let me try it out. This should sound different. Okay, no, I'm recording with a regular camera. I don't know why the camera from my Motorola doesn't register when I use some external microphone. Not sure why. Since also there's no choose audio device setting or whatever, I don't know. Okay, if it sounds different, then I'm recording with this mic. Yeah, today's topic was, I mean, at least the audio is listenable, but it bothers me. Anyways. Like how the class environment is. Yeah, this video I made it today. And yeah, I'm uploading this one today. But I wanted to go through the videos that I have already made and that I wanted to kind of edit through a little bit, which I forgot which ones were they. I think one of them is the Salzburg trip. Let me check. The wind felt so weird out of nowhere, like ASMR style. Hello, I think I'm recording using this. Let me try it out. This should sound different. Okay, if it sounds different, another group that has the way it had turned out. Morning, like I'm going that kind of. Anyways. I wanted to know how the wind would sound like using different mics, but I never know. Since it never records using the fucking mic. Maybe I have to download like a different camera app where that lets you pick audio input source or something like that. But yeah, at least you're right, and it doesn't sound too bad. Okay, let's check Google Keep to see if video ideas. Is there something like this? Stream. This one. I wrote Augsburg, but I meant Salzburg. Salzburg. Yeah, the video ideas are Rosenheimerplatz and Salzburg. And I guess Rosenheimerplatz, I made it before Augsburg. So it is before today's dump. It is from the 11th. Ah, yeah, and it's like vertical. The transitions I do are so sudden. This was kind of a creepy looking staircase. I guess I would like 2x speed this one. don't know. The problem is that this video was too boring, and it's so shit that it's not worth editing it, in my opinion. Maybe if I could throw the clips together and tell AI to edit it, sure, I'd upload that. But I don't know, it doesn't make sense for me to spend effort in editing it because it doesn't have any narrative or anything, right? It's just showing some places. Like in my head, I wanted to show this as like context, then go into the aesthetic shop, then show around like the products or whatever that I bought there, and then yeah. But this is just literally the surrounding area of like Rosenheimerplatz. I don't know, yesterday or a couple of days ago, I also went around Rosenheimerplatz. I think it was on Friday. Yeah, on Friday, I went to eat a doner kebab. I made a video about it, talking about it, not showing anything. And I talked about how it was familiar or whatever. But yeah, I went and came back from, until a certain point, the kebab place walking. And I walked until Rosenheimerplatz. I saw Rosenheimerplatz because it was kind of in the way of me and the kebab place. And yeah, it was, I guess, interesting to see it again. And I thought, maybe I could do some extra footage. I saw the shop again. I was like, I could record it inside. But I don't know, going inside the shop to record it and then leave felt strange to me. So I obviously didn't do it. But yeah, that was something I thought of. But yeah, it was like that could have helped me build some narrative or whatever, right? Maybe I could try to just edit this one and like upload it imperfect as it is tomorrow or yeah, someday. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, for example, tomorrow or the next day or on Monday, where I won't be uploading anything. Well, where I guess I won't be leaving my house, probably not even once, maybe once, I don't know. But yeah, tomorrow the weather is a little bit worse, and on Monday they said it maybe even rains. So yeah, I'm not sure if I leave the house. And if I don't leave the house, I could just probably like edit and stream probably. I don't know. I'm noticing that I don't have any ideas today. Same with today. Today I was like at this fucking park, and I was trying to record a video, and yeah, I finally got an idea. But before recording that video, I recorded the kind of, I don't know, just the surroundings or whatever, and yeah, I didn't record the surroundings. Sorry, I stopped and like started to write down in my phone, in my notes app, some thoughts, like what is running through my mind in order to be able to make a video. And it's like for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I couldn't come up with anything. Like not even like these mundane video ideas that I've had. I don't know. How's your Easter, by the way? Have you gone anywhere, or like have people come to you? It seems like in Spain, Semana Santa, Heilige Woche, is a really important thing, right? Well, it depends, but yeah, in general, it's like people have a lot of free time. People have a big break. Here, the break is a little bit smaller. It's just from like Thursday, Friday, right, until Monday or so. So like 4 or 5 days at most, 4.5 days. But everything has like little X. Like the cashier today said something like "Frohe Oster" or something like that, and I was like, oh, nice. I didn't know how to, because I still don't know how to say likewise or like same to you or something like this. So yeah, I never say anything. I say danke or something like that. But yeah, I guess I should how do you say when someone says like, hey, happy New Year? and you want just say, like, actually, if it's New Year, you probably just say Happy New Year, right? Again. But if it's like, yeah, something like that, right? Happy Easter. You say you too. How do you say like you too? Or like for you too, or something like that. How do you say it? Pretty chill. I stayed in Berlin this time and just read manga, played Rimworld. Ebenfalls or ebenso. Ebenso. Frohe Oster. Ebenso. Okay. Ebenso. Ebenfalls sounds like more elevated, right? What was I saying? I lost myself. Yeah, it seems like Easter is this kind of interesting thing. Pretty chill, and yeah. Stayed in Berlin this time and just read manga. Interesting. Something similar to what I'm doing in something like staying in Munich, just enjoying the good weather in my case, and tomorrow and Sunday, tomorrow Sunday and Monday, no fucking idea. Both days are closed, like the stores, so I hope I have enough food. Not just kidding, I'm probably surviving, but yeah. But yeah, they're not going to be like high. They're not going to be like mega high, top quality meals. They're going to be like. Oh, I do want to make a Spanish dessert called torrijas. I want to try it for the first time. I've never done it in Spain, but since I'm outside Spain and I'm kind of like missing a little bit of like, I don't know, particularly this dish, torrijas. My mom, she's not from Spain, but she makes them sometimes, and I'm going to try to make them as well. We'll see how it goes. It will probably be a gigantic failure, but yeah. And also, if I don't burn my house down, that's good enough for me. That's like a success. So yeah, if I don't make the fire alarm go out and they don't kick me out of here, that will be a win. Even if the actual result sucks ass. Maybe I'll stream doing that. The problem is that I don't have. Maybe if I go quickly downstairs today, or like go to the mall and buy a tripod or something like this, maybe I'll do something like that. And I'll stream. Okay, streaming with the computer is going to be a little bit difficult because I don't have a lot of space. But yeah, it could be done. I could try, maybe. Cooking stream. But yeah, it's not a promise. It's like a thought. Oh yeah. Going back to what I was trying to do, the editing thing, I guess. It's just I'm not entirely sure on like what can I do with these clips. It's more exterior shots. I mean, maybe I could say like some of the things that I am going to say, for example, right now. There are, like, Rosenheimerplatz seems interesting because the Gasteig is there, and the Gasteig seems to be like some cultural center or something like this, and the Motorama is like it used to be in the 70s, how do you say, car dealership, and now it's not. Now it's some kind of like, general, Einkaufscenter, a general kind of mall. But, yeah, it was interesting. I guess it could be like something like, the video could be something like first impressions of Rosenheimerplatz or something like that. Maybe I could try to fit it into 1 minute, since it's all vertical videos. Here I wanted to show the Hilton, that apparently there is like a Hilton hotel here in Rosenheimerplatz. This is another trying to show Motorama. This is a 420 series train. Maybe I'll get my license of one of those in like 3 years or so. I think for these ones they don't let you get the license right away. You have to wait. This one is the default. That one is like the default. Yeah, I feel like I found the angle. The angle is kind of like first impressions, right? That's a decent angle. A friend of mine said if we would ever start making IRL videos, we would make a cooking without instructions, because I never cook, and he thought it would be funny if I tried it without instructions. That's interesting. That's how my dad made dinner. Cooking without instructions. Like he just, I guess, put shit on and whatever came out, we ate that. It was interesting. I didn't always enjoy that, like knowing that was happening was not something that I liked. But the end result wasn't that bad usually. It usually was, the problem was that it usually was bad in some kind of like, in some hard to describe ways, right? For example, something that is annoying to eat. What does that mean exactly? It doesn't mean that it tastes bad. It doesn't mean that the textures are wrong, right? It's simply that it's annoying to eat. Something like proportions, something related to that, right? Proportions, etc. Something that recipes are useful for, in my opinion, is like proportions. They tell you the proportions that you have to use. So yeah. I feel like if you have a good sense of proportions, you don't necessarily need recipes, right? Well, maybe you do, like for also the processes, etc., right? If you want to do complex things, for example, like if you want to do something that's baked and something fried and something, it's like if you need to know more or less how fried it needs to be. But I don't know. I think in general, for example, I'm eyeballing a lot of things lately, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not fully satisfied with the results either. So I feel like I don't know how to fry things, for example. I don't know when to put the thing on the fucking oil. The video I uploaded, I think was yesterday, was about it. Like, I don't have a finger on the pulse, or like a pulse on the, a finger on the pulse of the oil. I don't have like this intuitive knowledge of when the oil is hot enough to throw something into it, for how long it has to stay in there in order for the end result to be satisfactory. That's my problem. Today I ate hummus with carrots, and for example, there was a certain sense of this, I used like 250 grams of carrots, one of these 200-gram hummus pre-made, by Rewe type hummus, the one that says piquant, and even like it was good, and like the raw carrots with the fucking hummus, they taste decently, except like some parts of the carrot that are, I guess, a little bit bitter. But in general, it tastes decent. The problem is that it is like a lot of carrots, and like there's not a lot of variety in the fucking carrots, right? So it's like you get bored of carrots. It, unlike, for example, Doritos, that don't get boring for some reason, even though it's the same. Carrots do get boring. That's kind of my takeaway. I bought one of those slicers also, slicers of vegetables, but one that makes like thin, kind of like strand spaghetti style slices, because I want to make kind of like how do you say, spaghetti out of carrots, or maybe out of zucchini someday. Okay, I think I'm going to upload today's video before starting editing tomorrow, like the video that I'm going to upload some other day. I'm going to upload today's video and do the classic captioning thing, etc. And also, since I'm streaming, kind of talk a little bit more about this video topic, because I feel like that's something on my mind lately, right? And something, it's like one of those things that helps me talk through. Also, for some reason, this video uploads quite quickly, like 3 minutes, if I pass it from my phone to my computer. But if I upload it straight from the phone using Wi-Fi, it takes so much longer. It takes like 40 minutes for some reason. I don't know why the Wi-Fi on my phone is like so slow. Hello, I think I'm recording using this. Let me try it out. This should sound different. Okay, if it sounds different, then I'm recording with this mic. Yeah, today's topic. Now it annoys me because I'm seeing like this fucking mic is like covering my face all the time. Like half of the video is covering my face. And yeah, and it's not doing anything. Was like how the class environment is. Okay, I'm checking like the levels to see how loud the video is compared to my voice. I think I could even make it louder. And like, yeah, some things like how I see the class environment, and more than the class environment, I guess, like the relationships between the people and all this, and the groups that have formed. And so far, there are like some groups that have formed that I guess I hadn't noticed before, or it wasn't that apparent. And there were two people who had always been together who now are even more isolated because one of them like had problems with another one, and he kind of, Melden comes to mind, the verb in German, but he kind of denounced internally, like to the company, another guy, like reported problems or whatever. Yeah, so basically the vibe is not good between them, and also there are a lot of people who support the one who was warned against or whatever, because hello, I think I'm recording using this. Let me try it out. This should sound different. Okay, if it sounds different, then I'm recording with this mic. Okay, today's topic was like how the class environment is, and like some things like how I see the class environment, and more than the class environment, I guess like the relationships between the people and all this, and the group that have formed. And so far, there are like some groups that have formed that I guess I hadn't noticed before, or it wasn't that apparent. And there were two people who had always been together who now are even more isolated because one of them like had problems with another one, and he kind of Melden comes to mind, the verb in German, but he kind of denounced internally like to the company another guy, like reported problems or whatever. So basically the vibe is not good between them, and also there are a lot of people who support the one who was warned against or whatever, because he kind of lied and said things that didn't actually happen and exaggerated a lot of things. So that is one thing. But another group that has formed, I guess, is like a pair who was already kind of common. Another person joined into that guy who has the problems, etc. Right? So that leaves three of us, which is me, another guy who likes cars, and another one who kind of have done a couple of things together. I don't know, I'm not satisfied with the way these groups have turned out, not because of the composition, rather of the way that it has happened. Sorry, because I'm trying to speak here to the mic, but also like balancing speaking to the mic with not covering my mouth. I'm not satisfied with the way it has turned together, and the way, I get the process by which it has happened, and it's basically like the WhatsApp group, it's empty, right? And people kind of don't discuss things there. I don't know, I'm not sure, like I'm sure that there has to be like separate group chats where like people are just talking one on one. But I feel like for coordinating 3 people or so, there are probably like smaller group chats, which I'm not part. I don't know. That's interesting, right? I don't like this kind of, I don't like thinking about these things, but my mind goes there, right? I'm like, there are like these groups, some of them it's like there's like hostility, there's open hostility between 2 people, and then it's like in the class the people cluster up, and within the clusters there's not hostility, but there's like friction or like whatever. And I don't know, it's like I don't feel super comfortable there. Not like there in class, right? I mentioned it later in the video. There in class, it's like, it's all right. And the energy is like normal, etc. And like, so far, because apparently they're putting like one guy who is problematic, like that we don't know. We only know him from from hearing it from classmates that have joined later. They're putting one who was actually problematic in that group back with us, which I'm not exactly psyched about. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because that could actually make shit even worse, right? Right now it's not bad, right? Like the group itself is like decent, except for the problem that happened. Everything is more or less normal. But I don't know. And it's not that I'm super bothered by it. It's more that I don't know. It's hard to explain, right? It's not that I'm mad that I wasn't part of it. It's that I wish the way it had turned out was more like, I don't know, it felt less exclusive, right? I feel kind of excluded from certain activities, or like people are doing certain activities in order not to be with other people, right? Like people are doing things, kind of planning them not to include others, right? It's not like kind of doing these things or like improvising things or whatever. It's more like, I don't know, kind of actively avoiding people there. It's more that I don't know. It's hard to explain, right? It's not that I'm mad that I wasn't part of it. It's that I wish the way it had turned out was more like, I don't know, it felt less exclusive, right? I feel kind of excluded from certain activities, or like people are doing certain activities in order. This is all after class, by the way. It's like, not to be with other people, right? Like people are doing things, kind of planning them not to include others, right? It's not like kind of doing these things or like improvising things or whatever. It's more like, I don't know, kind of actively avoiding things, actively avoiding people, and that doesn't feel good. So yeah, I don't know. That's why I think I'm going to go more alone. I don't feel not alone so far. I'm going to try to find people other ways, but yeah, I guess I don't feel comfortable with how these social dynamics are starting to play out, and yeah, I think that's the main thing I wanted to mention today. It's a great day. I'm here at Ost Park, and yeah, I wanted to take advantage of the good day. And yeah, another thing that I guess I don't like is that, and yeah, another thing that I guess I don't like is that people aren't like super punctual or whatever. So yeah, that kind of like takes away from my will of creating plans, etc. I prefer not to create any plans because I would get mad if people come late to my things. So I rather just, for example, go alone. This is, for example, the not punctual thing is more of one of the people who are like left out in my kind of group, right? Who by exclusion ended up with me. That and one of them is not punctual, so I don't like doing plans with them, with him in concrete, like particularly. And have lunch like I did today here at the park, enjoying the weather without having to like schedule anything and like ending up arriving super late or going out super late, etc. So yeah, those are like my initial thoughts. Hope things change and like maybe I'm just there is the possibility, right? I'm going to go with I guess the other, like I'm kind of exaggerating, right? Things aren't that bad, and it's like we can be in class together, and yeah, the environment in class so far. I say so far because of what I've mentioned, but yeah. Without having to like schedule anything and like ending up arriving super late or going out super late, etc. So yeah, those are like my initial thoughts. Hope things change and like maybe I'm just there is the possibility, right? I'm going to go with I guess the other, like I'm kind of exaggerating, right? Things aren't that bad, and it's like we can be in class together, and yeah, the environment in class so far is like acceptable, right? And during the lunch pauses, it's like but I don't know. It's like even in the lunch pauses, etc. I feel like this energy of kind of this withholding energy, right? People are like withholding, and I don't know. It doesn't feel like a good environment to be in. So yeah, I'd rather not participate in that energy and like go my own way. I don't know. I guess the solution could be for me to counter that energy with being like more sharing, etc. But it's not who I am. I don't really want to be sharing in an environment like that. So I'm going to more or less, I don't know, saying it out loud I guess makes it sound bad. I'm going to further isolate myself, but I don't mean it in that way. I mean it more in like I'm going to go one-on-one with people. It's like organize things one-on-one with just one person, and make things simple. Try to boost connection in one-on-one ways, and in the meantime, just like small talk with group settings, small talk, and kind of that's going to be the vibe from now on. I feel like unless something changes or whatever, unless I don't know, I see some signs that make me feel included or something like this. I would also like to say that this is my channel and my videos, right? But I would say that I'm not like I'm a main character in this group or whatever, right? I feel like there are there are people with more main character energy in the group who are like not even leaders or something, because I don't feel any leader energy, to be honest, either, but more like who have like this main character energy of like center of attention type energy. I don't think I've ever been like this, except obviously on my channel. So I feel like I'm going to stay in my sidelines and observe, and if I feel like some of these kind of centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, evolve, etc., in order that and radiate some energy that makes me feel, as I said, more included, or that feels like a more welcoming energy and like more participatory energy, etc., then I will gladly work towards that kind of, and towards giving also that kind of energy myself. But in the meantime,
This is interesting.
I'm going to go a little bit better being like this, except
Like
obviously on
the
my channel.
artifact of the phone, like the phone itself, it like
So yeah, I feel like I'm going to
froze.
stay in my sidelines.
I
and
saw that
observe,
happening while
and if I
recording.
feel like some of these kind of centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, evolve, etc., in order that and radiate some energy that makes me feel, as I said, more included, or that feels like a more welcoming energy and like more participatory energy, etc., then I will gladly work towards that kind of, and towards giving also that kind of energy
See here.
myself. But in the meantime, I'm going to go a little bit of my own way, try to, which I guess for YouTube it means good, because these videos I usually just make when I'm alone, right? I couldn't be making this video if I had come to hang out with someone else. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments if you want any anecdotes about energy, this kind of social energy, etc.
Did I mention corporate or was it? Oh, by the way,
I
you
guess this is
feel free to also
I could
mention whatever of like this kind of social energy or whatever.
try to, which I guess for YouTube it means good, because these videos I usually just make when I'm alone, right? I couldn't be making this video if I had come to hang out with someone else. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments if you want any anecdotes about energy, this kind of.
Yeah, kind of these anecdotes of like social energy or something like that, right? Where you feel that the vibe is, or that you feel that the vibe is, but then it goes better, something like that. Something like that would be good for the mind, I think. How big are your classes? Well, are they like? I guess it's like your classes are like too big for there to feel like a single group, right? It's like by default, it's like everyone is like, yeah, for example, in my uni, I didn't feel like this, for example, because there was no single group, like entity, because we were like 60 fucking people, right? It's like, it didn't ever feel like a single cohesive unit that broke down. It was like more, it started broke down because, well, it was like fucking university, right? Oh.
Social energy, etc. And yeah, I guess this is, I could link the feeling welcome video that I made right after coming, which was interesting, right? The company, that kind of environment, company, corporate.
So we were 30 people, a week later we were still 8. Let's wait for it next week. Yo, that's crazy. That's just one class. Like the class that you had remaining that you have to like repeat or something like this, right? Because I guess it just started, like this semester, right? Mine started in March, actually. When I was in 2019 in Munich. Well, I only have 2 years. And is it the same people for the 2? Because also, for example, one thing that happened in my course is like towards the end of the degree, no, actually not. It was really more or less like the people who came from one group who kept passing on, and then a couple of people who were like from years before who had failed, like me, for example. That happened as well, and I didn't like that also. I didn't like to be that person, but I don't know. It was also like pretty neutral, right? Compared to the sensation of like feeling like it is disintegrating, it was like you come into something foreign. So it's like, well, it's like I didn't feel connected, obviously, but it's like at least I didn't feel like something had gone wrong, right? It feels like, well, I simply don't belong here, right? It's not like they are excluding me. It's more like, or like there are phenomena happening, conspiring that end up in me being excluded, rather It's how it is. Like it's how life is, right? It's the same teacher and a few of the same people, but I can't really tell since I don't know any other than the friend I'm going to both classes with. Well, at least you're going to both classes with a friend, right? Etc. feels more welcoming and like puts more effort in making people feel welcome than social environment, technically camaraderie or whatever, right? Then like these are like the disadvantages or whatever. Maybe corporate welcoming is kind of soulless versus camaraderie being actually soulful. The problem with soulful things is that they can go wrong. So yeah, some thoughts out loud about this topic. Thanks for watching. Hope the audio is salvageable and that this microphone didn't dejarme tirado. And yeah, thanks for watching. Good. It did dejarme tirado. Hello, I think I'm going to centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, evolve, etc. If you want any, and try to, which I guess for YouTube it means I don't really find ways, changes or whatever, unless I don't know, I see some signs that make me feel included or something like this. Yeah. I, don't know, I would also like to say that this is my channel and my videos, right? But I would make character energy or like center of attention type of energy. I don't think I've ever been like this except obviously on my channel. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to stay in my sidelines and observe. And if I feel like some of these kind of centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, evolve, etc., in order that and radiate some energy that makes me feel, as I said, more included, or that feels like a more welcoming energy and like more participatory. I've never been like this, except obviously on my channel. So yeah, I feel like I'm going to stay in my sidelines and observe. And if I feel like some of these kind of centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, leaders or something, because I don't feel any leader energy to be honest either, but more like who have like this make character energy of like center of attention type energy. I don't think I've ever been like this except obviously on my channel. That's my one silver lining, but she can't explain, so I have to learn everything myself and then explain to my friend. That's good. That's good. How do you say? Training, right? They say teaching is like one of the best ways to learn. So maybe I'll teach you how to be a train driver so that I learn how to be a train driver. No, in that sense, for example, I do have one person who, like the other guy who likes cars. Yeah, we have like, yeah, we vibe well and like, yeah. We go to study together, etc. And that's good. So in that sense, I'm not worried, but there is that one silver lining here as well. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't like cordiality, right? Cordiality is something I don't like. It's something that feels fake, forced, etc. And I guess I understand cordiality in like corporate environments, and at the end of the day, these people are going to be my workplace colleagues or something like this. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it's time to get used to it, but also I don't like it. I know, but it would help if she could at least explain how the stuff works in the first place. True. Or like, yeah, to see that if she has understood what you explained, right? So yeah, I feel like I'm going to stay in my sidelines and observe. And if I feel like some of these kind of centers of energy, like bigger centers of attention, switch, evolve, etc., in order that and radiate some energy that makes me feel, as I said, more included, or that feels like a more welcoming energy and like more participatory energy, etc., then I will gladly work towards that kind of, and towards giving also that kind of energy myself. But in the meantime, I'm going to go a little bit of my own way, try to, which I guess for YouTube it means good, because these videos I usually just make when I'm alone, right? I couldn't be making this video if I had come to hang out with someone else. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. tell me in the comments if you want any anecdotes about energy, this kind of social energy, etc. And yeah, I guess this is, I could link the feeling welcome video that I made right after coming, which was interesting, right? The company, that kind of environment, company, corporate, etc., feels more welcoming and like puts more effort in making people feel welcome than social environment, technically camaraderie or whatever, right? Then like these are like the disadvantages or whatever. Maybe corporate welcoming is kind of soulless versus camaraderie being actually soulful. The problem with soulful things is that they can go wrong. But yeah, some thoughts out loud about this topic. Thanks for watching. Hope the audio is salvageable and that this microphone didn't dejarme tirado. And yeah, thanks for watching. Good. What the fuck? With soulful things is that they can go wrong. But yeah, some thoughts out loud about this topic. Thank you for watching. Hope the audio is salvageable and that this microphone didn't in the comments if you want any anecdotes about energy, this kind of social energy, etc. And yeah, I guess this is, I could link the feeling welcome video that I made right after coming, which was interesting, right? I guess this is, I could link the feeling welcome video that I made right after coming, which was interesting, right? The company, that kind of environment, company, corporate, etc., feels more welcoming and like puts more effort in making people feel welcome than social environment, technically camaraderie or whatever, right? Then like these are like the disadvantages or whatever. Maybe corporate welcoming is kind of soulless versus camaraderie being actually soulful. The problem with soulful things is that they can go wrong. So yeah. One, two, three, 4, 6, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I'm going to note the ideas that I wrote, that I talked about before in the Rosenheimer Platz. Okay, so first impressions of Gasteig mention like cool hipster vibes, Motorama, Hilton Hotel, Asian shop not pictured. But how do you say Lonen, sich Lonen, but in English? I'm not sure if it loaned itself, if it has gelohnt itself. because I found gochujang at Kaufland today. I found soy sauce, it was more expensive. So it's true that for the liter amount of soy sauce, €7, that was a way better price than what I could have gotten, for example, at Kaufland. Gochujang price, I'm not sure. But the bulldog noodles, carbonara ones, those are at a very similar price down at Reggae, right below my building. So, I don't know. Maybe it's not super worth it. Unless I want like the produce that they had. I bought tofu. I haven't checked how much is tofu in Regebe, but yeah. From Salzburg, let me check what videos do I have for Salzburg. I made a clandestine video. This one, could it be? No, this is probably the clandestine video. No, this is the clandestine video actually. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it was of a cop, of like a police officer. Maybe it's illegal, so I didn't record anything. But yeah, there was like they checked our, how do you say, our IDs, and the girl to my right didn't have one. So I don't know. I recorded the encounter as, I don't know, some interesting thought. But yeah, I'm not going to put that into the blog, obviously. That's from the day before. No, the Salzburg trip doesn't even. I think for this one I'm just going to edit, like, to put like 4, 5, 6 clips of this together, just like a vibe type reel, right?
Cuando íbamos para allá estábamos sentados y nuestras vistas eran estas. Y tenemos que girar el cuello. Ahora estamos mejor porque
ya.
estamos pegados.
No, olvídate. Viene mucho árbol.
¿Sí?
Ahora. Joder, justo cuando guardo.
What the fuck were those guys yelling? Which one? This thing one. This is singing, I think. You mean this one? I think in this one there's an yelling. In this one, it's just my friends commenting about whatever.
Estamos sentados y nuestras vistas eran estas. Y tenemos que girar el cuello. Ahora estamos mejor porque
ya.
estamos pegados.
No, olvídate. Viene mucho árbol.
¿Sí?
¿Cómo te guardar el móvil?
kind of disappointing. Let me see what pictures do I have. Okay, maybe I could make like a slides. I took more pictures than. I can't understand the song. Yeah, it was more like it's in English, I think, but. Oh. There are like I took pictures, like a slideshow, so I could maybe do a slideshow type thing, but I don't know. But those are like super fucking boring. Lol. I did see a Lupo, Austrian plates, BMW with a Hammond kit, Munich plates. I took a picture with my Taylor Swift shirt next to the Mozart Museum. I was going to upload it to Instagram saying something like Mozart is decent, but I know better lyricists. But I thought I was kind of like ugly in this picture, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not going to upload it. This was interesting. This was the train with which we went there. This is not operated by the Deutsche Bahn. This is Bayerische Regiobahn. They are trans dev, so I guess it's like a private. Well, DB is technically private also, but yeah, I guess this is like private. So yeah, I guess I could make a slideshow video. Like I could make a slideshow type video. Maybe I will do that on stream next day. Something like, yeah, I don't know. We went in this train. We saw these views. The first thing we saw in the station, blah blah blah. Nice blick to the Alps. I can put the picture. Let's see. Blick to the Alps. Commenting on pictures. Train model. Blick to the Alps. First thing we did after getting there. Picture of a ticket, because I actually didn't capture anything like that, to be honest. So yeah, I'm a pretty bad vlogger. Something like that. I don't know. Those are the couple of ideas that I have. This part was interesting. There is like this. I tried to take this picture for the license plates. All of these, like most of these, are like Bayern plates, BGL, but I don't know what city or province or whatever is like BGL, TS. Bayern. By the way, my German, I feel like I'm practicing my German more in Spain than here in Germany. Because all I'm doing is hanging out with Spanish people. And when I'm alone, I speak in English on stream. So it's like... And yeah, some of these things maybe I think I want to do someday. Let's see if I can. Damn. Okay, I was wondering. Oh, about the language, right? Yeah. It's like... I did make a video. Well, that's an exaggeration. I probably do listen to more German here than I was doing in Spain, because my German teacher in Spain also spoke a lot in Spanish. And here, for example, the teachers, well, actually, we have like two teachers. Well, it's complicated, but we kind of have one teacher who is like an assistant teacher who doesn't technically have like full teacher competencies. And then we have like one teacher who is like real, who is on vacation right now, and there is like a substitution teacher. So the assistant is like a language assistant, and he speaks Spanish perfectly. He's from Spain. He's from Barcelona, and but his German is like really good, so he can talk in German like basically like a pro. But he also speaks in Spanish, right? He knows Spanish, so he can translate, etc. And the first days with the first teacher that is non-substitute, he would talk a lot in German also. And also during pauses, etc., he would talk a lot in German. But with time, he's speaking a lot more in Spanish, right? And the other day, for example, there is like conflict also between him and the substitute teacher. A little bit, it seems like there's conflict there. So that day, there was like a day where he technically didn't have to give us class, but he did teach us something. But that, for example, that day was all in Spanish. But yeah, he was kind of like mad at how the events had turned out, etc., etc. But yeah, why not give it a try again, like when you were practicing 10 minutes at the beginning of the stream? Yeah, I could do that. I could also take advantage of the fact that I'm in Germany to make like one of these videos, like one of my morning pages or something like that. I could try to make it in German or something. But probably starting tomorrow. Now tomorrow, I will record something in German. That's it. I'm not sure what, but something. Maybe I could do, for example, the Rosenheimer Platz video. It's like, who the fuck cares about Rosenheimer Platz? Probably some German more than some... Well, actually, not sure. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I'm hearing more German, right? Like my comprehension is going up. But that is also a problem, right? My comprehension in class is like pretty good. The problem is that doesn't translate that well to outside of class. Like my ear is not getting accustomed to real German. It's getting accustomed to like class German, which is super slow, very easy, repeated everything like 4 or 5 times, versus real German, which is like fast as fuck. I don't understand anything. If the cashier at the grocery store tells me something I don't understand. Today I went to the apotheke to get some fucking ear spray that actually didn't work that well, and that was also 15 fucking euros. So yeah, there she asked me 3 things, and then it's like after the processing time I understand it, and also the apotheke girl also was clearly speaking a little bit easier so that I understood. I don't know. In that sense, yeah, it's like obvious for me that I don't have like good German level, but like for the class, it's like enough, more than enough. But for like real world, etc., for like navigating the world, it's still like. Haben Sie Ihre Payback-Karte dabei? What's payback? That's like a company, or is that a general term? She asked me something like, I asked her for ear spray, and she said something like two things super quickly. She said something like, I think she essentially said something that boiled down to, if you want something simple, you can see it on the store, and if you want something stronger, you can ask for it to us. And then I went to ask it to one of the cashiers, and she went to the store, took the something simple, and sold it to me, which in the moment I already knew that it was not going to be what I wanted, but since I wasn't like 100% sure, and I get uncomfortable in those situations, I spent 15 euros in something like. That's an app, I think, where you scan your phone and over time get money back. Is that like an apotheke only thing, or like in general? For example, yesterday or a couple of days ago, Friday. Yesterday was Friday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday I went to get that kebab. So, before getting the kebab, I went to the supermarket, to Lidl, because that was the Lidl that I visited back in January. And I had still a couple of fund bonds or whatever, however they fucking called. And I wanted, it was like 75 cents, so I didn't give a fuck. But it was more like the gesture of like, I came back here, right? I went in January and I came back here. I took a picture also. Let me show the picture. Dump 19th. What day is yesterday? 18th. Well, let me see what pictures they are at first, because I'm not exactly sure what kind of pictures I take with my phone. It's like not anything where I'm naked or whatever, but I don't know, some things that are like embarrassing, etc. for sure. This one. I took this picture is intentionally focused here instead of here, but now looking at it, I feel like it would have been more interesting to make this unblurred, given that these ones have the date. But I remember the date is like January, so yeah. And yeah, I don't know. Hello. How's it going, Kaiser? I watched the kebab story video. Yeah, so before what I forgot this whole thread. Yeah, okay. Haben Sie Ihre Payback-Karte dabei? Yeah, so in front of me at the queue in this kebab, before going to the kebab, in this Lidl, because I wanted to share the thing, blah, 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 right? I wanted to take that picture at the kebab that was in front of Kaiser Wada's hotel, in front of Hotel Monterey. That Lidl, I went back again and I got some Kinder Delis. And there in the how do you say, queue, not before me, but like one step before the person before me was a girl who I think was Spanish, and she was like, the cashier asked her something like Lidl Plus, like do you have the Lidl Plus? And yeah, the Lidl Plus is like one of these kind of payback cards or something like that. And she didn't understand anything, and I did understand it, but I didn't interfere because the mistake got cleared up pretty quickly. Because the guy then switched to English or something. He said something like, yeah, you should download it, blah, blah, it gives you like points or something. And I was like, interesting. I don't have Lidl close to me, so I don't think I'm going to download the app, but maybe, who knows. I'm not sure if Kaufland has an app, for example. Kaufland, I've spent like 200 euros or something like that in the last month there, so. And yeah, I pulled up this list, by the way, just as ideas of things that I could do on stream. Like look at bikes. How much does a bike cost? I'm aiming for something like 50 euros. If I can get a bike for 50 euros that works, and yeah, it doesn't have to be fancy, there's a bike that works and is 50 euros. Something like that would be pretty nice. Water picks. I have the Reve app, just check, they probably have something. Yeah, I have it too. That one I have. And Rosman as well, because they are both below. Now I have Lidl Plus, and it should have it before a lot of buys there. Yeah, probably. Maybe I'll download it just in case, but yeah, I don't know. There's a Penny not super close. There's a Netto not super close. Lidl, meh. Aldi, if there's an app, I should probably download it because I've already gone a couple of times there. I've also downloaded one of these kind of prospect comparer type apps to compare, but haven't found them super useful, to be honest. Well, actually, I did. One from class downloaded this app, and he found the Ben & Jerry offer for today. Today, Ben & Jerry in Kaufland was at like half price. So yeah, today I bought like 2 tubs of Ben & Jerry of the big ones, and like a small box of like 4 small Ben & Jerry's, which pretty nice. I live there like 300 a month, and I have 30 cents at this point. Yeah, I have very little there. I think if in order to get like those bonuses, you have to pick the products that they have on like the special bonus category or something, and it's like I don't want many of those. So, hi, are you in a hotel? Not a hotel. This is my house now. But yeah, it's essentially this place they are like serviced apartments. So yeah, essentially these work as like hotels, and there's like some person who comes clean my room for like every 5 days. It looks like this. Sorry for the trash quality from my webcam. But yeah. See this small kitchen there? That's the kitchen. There's like a little table. There's the bed behind me. And not much else really. What job do you do? Train driver now. Well, I'm studying for train driving. And I will start as a train driver in like a year or so, year and a half, and then I have to be 2 years with the company until they set me free, until I don't have to pay anything back in order for whatever. So yeah, that's it. For today, I don't think I have a lot more to say. Package delivery, this is not something I can do for stream. This is just looking at some Amazon listing and buying it or not buying it. This maybe something I can do stream. The water pick thing is something I have to pirate something first, so I have to use the VPN. I have to pirate Stiftungswarentest in order to compare water picks to see if the Rossmann's water pick is worth it, the €22 one. And yeah, these buying things also not really things that I can do online. This either, and this is just syncing Google Drive to a computer. So yeah, I don't think I can do this on stream. Well, I think you cannot see what I'm showing. This, but yeah, that's it. I'm closing stream for today. Oh. And thank you for watching. Tomorrow I will probably stream again since it's worse weather and since I don't think I will do any plans. And on Monday, probably as well. Tomorrow maybe I will try to do the cooking stream setup, or maybe I will do that on Monday. I feel like if there is a cooking stream day, it has to be tomorrow, because on Monday I don't want to stream for the next, in order to, and I have to go to bed soon. Tomorrow, since I have more free time or whatever, yeah, that could possibly happen. I'm not sure if the bread, I bought it today at morning. So by tomorrow morning, it will be a one day old bread. So I feel like for tomorrow afternoon, it's like decent to do the recipe. It's like decently hard enough to do because the recipe calls for old bread. But yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye. See ya.